Good morning, day 26. We're here at Hikertown, in the yard at Hikertown, and we are packing up. It's a little after 3 a.m. We're going to go hit the Aqueduct before it gets hot and sunny. Outside Hikertown, getting ready to leave. I'm trying to show this place a little bit, but it's dark. So it's before 4 a.m. Let's get the trail. All right, here we go. As we start out here, it's in the 40s, low 40s. The wind is just like 5 miles an hour or less, and we're on trail. Okay, so where's the trail? We gotta get through this gate.
Are we supposed to get through this gate? Yeah, it's down to the left. It's to the left right there. It's supposed to walk through.
Right here.
But I thought we were leaving.
But stay away from the water.
Watch the barge.
What's this, bro?
Anyone want to go for a swim?
Okay, so that is, you can't see it, but there is water next to us. We're going to stay up here on the high road. Don't go near the edge. No one needs to swim right now. Everything's hard to see because it's dark, obviously. I think this is it, you guys. I think we're on it. Fortunately, on the road here, it says PCT this way. So, I almost missed this light. This is tricky in the dark. Okay, and here we are, like...
Watch out.
Oh my goodness, that's dangerous. Okay, so I don't know if you could see, I'm trying to shine my light to show. We are literally like on the thing. Yeah, Asher, do you see those? Oh, Elliot. Sorry, buddy. We are walking on top of the aqueduct. The actual truck filling water station. But there's a spigot here on the side that we're using to get water. It's 14 miles to the next water.
Need help?
Maybe. Thank you. Really?
Actually, you need to shed a layer.
So we're on trail here, but this is interesting. These are like just dirt roads through this section of the Mojave. The mountains that we came down from yesterday. That we were looking down at this big flat area, the desert. That's the town that we walked by through earlier. And now we're going to continue up this aqueduct. So this is interesting to me. I did not expect this. People actually, every so often, people actually have little places out here. Sometimes it's just a camper or trailer, but that's like an established little house. There are gates and fences There are actually these like little dirt roads that go through here and lead to these different places. Sun's been up for a while now. We're getting warm. I'm gonna take off my rain pants. Took off my winter hat. So we're still hiking through the Mojave. Elliot, you haven't warmed up yet?
No, I'm
You're
warm.
comfortable?
Yeah.
How are the goldfish?
Good.
Snacking along the way. I was eating sun chips a little bit ago. Isn't that appropriate for the Mojave?
Yep.
I thought it was funny earlier. We had our rain pants on. And I told the kids we must be we must be really afraid that the aqueduct might spring a leak. Elliot, are you afraid in your rain suit?
No, I just like my blueberry jumpsuit.
I think it's kind of neat that there's really nothing around and we probably aren't going to see anybody for hours and hours. What do we have, like 8 or 10 more miles of this? And then we'll be back out on regular trail, I think. And we have a big climb later today. Took a quick little break here at this bridge and realized that sign sure could have missed in the dark. I have to turn this way on this dirt road and keep going. We're still walking through the Mojave. Still walking through the Mojave. But this is cool because we're coming right up through the wind farm, and Unbreakable and I are just having a conversation wondering about these, how much power they generate, how much it costs to install one or install a whole farm, and how much they bring in for power and profit. Walking on the aqueduct in the middle of a wind farm, in the middle of the Mojave. There is a water cache down there that we're going to go fill up. Here on this sign, in this little thing, we wondered if there was a register. And there's this little book. What most religions don't tell you about the Bible. And it is about, you're more than a body, you'll live forever. God's on a divine rescue mission to make sure that you're with Him forever. Where will you spend forever? You should investigate that. It's in that little trail register out here. I guess people have a lot of time to think. A lot of time to think about these things when you're out walking 20 miles on the aqueduct through the Mojave. Alrighty. That woman just came from 6 miles back, she said, so she must have gotten a ride in or something. And Ben is behind there getting some water. At this point, there is water 6 miles ahead, so We've done the hard stretch, boys. Good work.
Hey, look at the barbed wire heart.
Oh, good eye, bro. Look at that. A debate here. How tall is the post? How high does it go? And then how long is each blade? I can't wait to look this up because I'm really curious. And I also am loving these trees. So we continue the trek. We're gonna go 2.7 ahead and then take a rest. So I'm looking forward to that. My feet kill. I got Drive hiking behind me, and he was saying that he and Brody and Asher were trying to figure out like how fast these things are rotating, but they needed to know the dimensions and things to figure that out, so that was interesting. So we haven't found the answer to that. I'm not going to stop and look it up now, but can't wait to find out. And now I'm very curious about that as well. What is the fastest that these things have ever rotated? What speed and what do they generate for power? Oh, that's nice. Less than a mile to our lunch break. Yeah, that was interesting. So we're taking guesses at the height, the size of the blades, but based on our estimates, Elliot just did some math and figures that these are rotating currently at about 40 miles per hour. And it's probably a good guess. I don't know. This math makes sense based on our estimates. Anyway, then we started talking about how amazing it is because these blades are probably way bigger and heavier than we realize, and the mechanics of this thing. And then we started talking about airplanes and wings. Drive, what'd you say the current temperature is?
Current temperature is 75.
75, and what are we? We're before noon, right?
Yeah, it's like 11:40.
Okay. Is it hot, bro?
Yeah, it's hot. But we got a nice breeze because they turned the fans on for us.
Ah. All right. You heard that from someone else.
Yeah, I heard that from Dixie.
It's a good one, though.
Yeah.
Alrighty, we're gonna use these trees here as our little lunch spot because it looks like some good shade. Not sure how much shade is up ahead. And it is prior to 12 o'clock and we're 20 miles in for the day. Good job, boys. Trying to clean up here. This guy came over to hang out in some shade. And all of a sudden he was like, hey, were you on the AT last year? I think I met you. The shelter in the Smokies.
I know, it's sunny.
And we remember him and a guy he was with. That's pretty wild. We are huddled under the tree. And this is Rambo,
Hello.
who we met at a shelter in the Smokies.
I can't even remember which shelter, but it was a cool
Yeah.
one.
Kayla, John, I remember Possum, you.
Yeah.
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 And actually one of the Trail Ridge Runners guys came by.
That's right.
Yeah.
I remember that.
And we were stoking the fire.
Wasn't there? Yes.
Yeah.
I do remember that.
All right. We are back on trail from lunch and the fans aren't working. We lost our morning breeze. Not much moving out here now. It's hot. right, we've been climbing, and look at this. We're now looking over the wind farm that we came through today. That's pretty cool. Oh my goodness, and look at you guys. You could see like the straight
line.
look at the straight line beyond it.
That we just
That's the aqueduct. Like we walked across that all
today.
night and day.
Morning.
All early morning, yeah. That's wild.
Doesn't feel like today.
So half a mile to water source, which we need. The wind feels good up here. We are making our way down, like the dark grayish blue rock up there. But we're going down, we think. Oh, and then we're gonna come around and have to like climb back up that side. I think is probably what we're doing.
The last 2 days, and she's the family, and I like. You guys came up like on the first or second.
Oh, you know why?
Because you called your day 5. Yeah.
In one of our titles with that big statue, yeah.
It works, you know.
Yeah.
Like, do this interesting.
I love that guy. Getting further and further away from the wind farm and the aqueduct. That was fun. Where we stopped to get water there, we talked to a guy named Pilgrim. And then along came Cinnamon, which we weren't sure where he was. We thought he might be ahead of us, so it was good to see him again. And he's kind of doing the same thing we're doing right now. He's gonna hike on some more miles right now, camp somewhere tonight, and then get into Tehachapi tomorrow. I think he's planning to take a 0 though. So, and then Tank Top, who we had lost track of, he took a 0 back at Acton. He took a 0 and went to Six Flags with a bunch of people. So he is coming along behind us somewhere. Sure he'll catch up fast. Pushing the miles here today, tonight, just so that we can have an easy walk into Tehachapi tomorrow. Have a decent break without taking a 0. That's our plan. Okay, here we are. We made it to the trail register, and you signing us in? Yep. Nice job. Field trip. Who is ahead of us? Anyone we know? Whew. We are climbing, but we still have 2.9 to the top. But here is our view, and there is where we came from today. And those mountains are where we came from yesterday. Wild. Good work, boys.
Thank you.
Let's keep pushing. We're going up this?
The veer's off and then goes back across it.
Okay. Holy moly.
And people just send
We're
it
still hiking, and we're still climbing. Oh, we're coming upon the first tent site. Looks like some people have set up. For real. What's happening here? That's like a real deal, huh? Yeah. You guys need anything?
No.
Family meeting. Come over here, you guys. I know it's getting cold. Get some layers on. So here's the deal. What did we do yesterday? 29 or 30?
Right.
Okay. We're currently 31.7 for the day. Okay. The goal was to get it to at least this point or closer to Tehachapi for an easy walk-in tomorrow. It's getting cold. We need layers on. My feet kill. I'd be happy to stop and get warm and eat and whatever, but there's a part of me that thinks that we're always going to wonder if we could have done the full send. So I'm wondering if we should put layers on,
And go.
eat dinner right now, quick 15-minute break so we don't get too cold, eat dinner, and see what happens.
I like that.
So here we are, huddled up, having some dinner, trying to keep warm before we hike on. Alrighty, we just had some snacks that we're calling dinner, and before we get too cold or lose motivation, we're on the go. It is a little bit before 8 p.m. We're bundled up because it's getting chilly, and we're gonna see what happens. Every mile past here is a mile closer to Tehachapi, and we'll see how we do. This is kind of a pretty section. We've been hiking in this sand though for like all afternoon. It's hard. Anyway, any future updates will probably be in the dark. So I thought I would just quickly show how pretty this is as we begin to hike into the evening. We just passed some awesome tent sites, but I'm not looking back. Here we go.
I feel like that's a concert.
Yeah, this is crazy.
All those are windmills.
So neat.
Every single red dot's a windmill. That's crazy.
And more this way. All right, and
It's
we're
like another town down there.
on trail here. Okay. Yeah, so, well, when we eventually get 17 miles ahead, we're going to be in between Tehachapi and Mojave, those two towns. So that's probably, but we're going to
Probably
hike
going right
past,
between the two.
we're going to hike right through one of these in a little bit. Okay, so let's go. You can see them. It's too dark. We're hiking into windmill territory. All right, we made it. I don't know if you can see it. Made it to a gate. One of our waypoints. It is crazy windy. So, woo, we're thinking right now, I don't know if you get that, we can't see anything. We're in the middle of a bunch of turbines and it's very windy. We're thinking a couple more miles and then we might call it a day. So, the gust, it's actually gusting, so it's kind of shoving us around here. Put this away and not fall off the side of the trail. They're like shoving us up the hill, fortunately. They're blowing up to the next gate and to the trail register. Elliot, you gonna do the duty?
Oh yeah.
Write us in for today's date.
The date.
Alright, good work. So we are looking anywhere here for a flat place to sleep that isn't in bushes. Alright, we've come out to the road crossing. Kind of the turbine office or whatever. We're trying to find the other side of the trail and hoping that we can set up right on this other side. It's windy. There's not a great spot, but we're gonna make this work. So we're gonna throw down the ground cloth and our pads and call it a night for day, what is this? 26. Good night. Show you in the morning. we are. Alright, here we are. Set up a little farm. A random hill. Covered everything. Night everyone. Awesome